Hey guys, it's Rachel. I am so excited for today's video. I just got this bee in my bonnet when I was sketching this bird the other day. He is such a cool bird. He is a seamstress. I want to paint him in a more complex and learned way. I hope you want to join me. I have no idea what I am doing, but I would love to hang out with you and let you watch me make a bunch of mistakes and try my best. Okay, guys, let's paint a bird in pastels. Okay, here we go. A little mixed media paper, Clairefontaine sage, and a white charcoal pencil. I wasn't sure if this was the right kind of way to do it. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. I'm just putting down an underpainting in watercolor. Watercolor is my favorite medium at the moment. It's like my free place. And so it helps me starting like this. I feel like I'm finding my comfort zone before I leap. And here I am just kind of starting to test the waters with these pastel pencils. I literally just discovered these in my art supplies again. I've had them forever, but you know, I just hadn't been using them anymore, and literally for more than, I don't know, 10 years. They're from way back in the day when I was doing commissions, charcoal commissions. Yeah, I would use them like little splashes of color in the images, but I was not adept by any stretch of the imagination. Look at that. I used an X-Acto knife to sharpen it. I feel very official. Yes, so official me. I used an X-Acto knife and I didn't die. It was amazing. When I told my husband, he was so he made the funniest face. He was like, "Oh no, you can't use an art supply that requires sharp edges and knives and things. It's dangerous." I am not the most tamed human being. I can be a little klutzy. I tend to burn myself every time I cook, cut myself every time I chop vegetables, so needless to say, an X-Acto knife was a scary prospect for me as well. But it worked. It was great, and I felt very official. So this is super short. I just wanted to kind of like narrate a tiny bit what I was doing and my confusion at what I was doing. I'm layering them kind of like how I would colored pencils. I don't know how you use pastel pencils other than what I've watched I've watched a couple YouTube tutorials, which have been really fun, and I found some really great channels. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having so much fun just kind of trying to interpret the image of the bird and make it my own. I don't care about being exact. I really just want to explore the medium and just enjoy, making something pretty. Here I'm trying to give him a little bit of detail in this little puffy stuff in his beak. Now I found out later this is actually, I thought he was making a nest. This is their nests, but and they sew them. Look at, this was the sketch I did to inspire me. They sew their nests, you guys. Anyways, it's just too much. You got to look these birds up more. I did a little short on them, but there's just this little fluff in his beak, and I thought it was to build his nest in the picture, but it turns out it was actually pollen, because they eat pollen and nectar and stuff from flowers, so they get pollen on their face. It's just so cute. Anyway, super fun, and I just had to do the little detail because I love the little fluff on his beak. I didn't know how to put the puff on his face, the little specks on his face, without it looking like a mistake, so I just did the fluff in his beak. In this picture, he's building a nest. In the actual photo, he had just eaten lunch, so a little different, but still fun. I'm layering on some colored pencil. I love this aqua, I think it's light aqua in the Derwent light fast. Really great, really great. These are Conte and a Prismacolor. Yeah, I have a warm gray Prismacolor, which I love. The pastel pencils are Conte, and they're really old. I've had them since 2010, I think. So they're like antiques. They're retro. They're retro pencils. So I've just been having fun kind of experimenting with them over the last couple days, and I wanted to film this because I thought this will be good. I can kind of document my progress with the pastels because I'm going to start doing more. I got myself some real pastel paper coming in the mail. We'll see if I'm able to use it and not do it all wrong. It's super expensive, so I'm like kind of not excited to waste my money, so I have to practice somehow before I put any pigment on the expensive paper. So this is my attempt. And yeah, here he is, the little bird that I did in pastel pencils. He's so cute. And there's my pencil shavings from my very first pencil sharpening incident. And I'm just so pleased with this new adventure of pencils. So I have to show my bouquets of sharpened pencils and say goodbye. Love you guys. God bless. It's your turn. Go paint a bird.